My name is Rebekah Tenhaken, and music has always been a language that God's used to communicate, like him and I. It's just one of those like spiritual pathways that's just one of the primary ones for me. So even when I was little, my parents played music in our house. Our house was always filled with music, and as soon as kind of the contemporary worship movement took place, that was one of the big vehicles that God used to draw me to himself. So the song is called Pastures, and actually really based off of Psalm 23. And it was based off of really a journey that I had walked with one of the students who was really wrestling with rest, with the gospel truth that the work is truly finished, that when Jesus said on the cross, "It is finished," that he meant it, and that he is enough for us. And so it's beauty in the rest, but not just any sort of rest, not just sleeping, but being still, but just in the rest that we are covered, that Christ is enough, and that we truly are able to now live out of a place of rest because the work has been done on our behalf. My favorite part of the song is the bridge. And each section, there's 4 sections of the bridge, and each of those are very significant to me, that he will lead me like one foot then the other, so like one day at a time, one step at a time. I would say the most significant is the one that says, "And you will lead me through the shadow, for your rod and staff are going with me," and that's out of Psalm 23, that for your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So he will be with me, and I feel like I am in a season of life where I'm in a bit of the shadow. There's a lot of pain, a lot of questions, a lot of unknown. And so knowing that his rod and staff are with me, that is a promise that I can hold on to, has been incredibly significant for me.
And I will trust you in the shadow, for your rod and staff are going with me. And I will be with you forever.
What was beautiful is that I feel like I've been wrestling with this for a couple of years, and this song kind of just was a culmination of all of that for me, truly getting the gospel, truly knowing and believing that Christ truly is enough, and that what he did and what happened on the cross truly is the finished work, and that I no longer have to fear the wrath of God. I no longer have to approach his throne with trembling. I can actually approach it with confidence because of what's been done on my behalf. I never realized how much my upbringing in church challenged this idea of rest. I was rewarded for my work, and it was never something that was actually taught to me. It was never something that said, try harder. At least I don't think that that was anyone's heart behind what they were saying, but I didn't hear that gospel message a whole lot. It was a lot of fear-based. It was a lot of, you have to do this or else your friend's not gonna know Jesus, or disobedience. And I think I paralleled a lot of that with my parents, disciplining me, like if I didn't do something. And so I translated that to my relationship with God. And so I think one of the hardest things is when I go to church and I still get confronted with some of those messages. Again, not that that's their heart, but I hear that because that filter is so strong in me, and I'm genuinely trying to reprogram my brain. So I will naturally go to application. I will naturally go to, okay, what is this sermon telling me to do? And not the invitation of, isn't this awesome that Christ has finished this and now we get to participate and we get to do these things, and I actually want to do them. I don't have to, but I want to. And it's part of me living a full, abundant life is doing these things. I just even can sense God like wanting to just give me a huge hug and be like, just come rest, just come be with me, like you're good. Like, I love you, I'm delighted in you. There's nothing you can do that's gonna make me love you more. And there's nothing, and I feel like that's more important to me than there's nothing you can do that makes me love you less. I feel like I got that. And so truly taking that in as my own, and then being able to now rest, like there's just this huge weight lifted and this huge sigh, like, okay. So now I'm just free to enjoy life. Now I'm free to be in relationship with him. That veil has been torn. I am now in an intimate relationship with God, and now I get to just co-create and join in with the song that's being sung that he's playing.